And while we're here... Oh, Hulkbuster specialization. Oh, Hulkbuster rockets. Nice. We'll go for Hulkbuster rockets. So where is this aim site? Here-ish?
This is it.
Readings are more concentrated here. Better get inside.
Seriously, the gold highlights against the black and white of the armor looks so cool.
Avengers, come on!
No, 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 no. Hold down the square button to interact with the person. Really?
Glad you're here. We can't. They have this thing hunting Inhumans. We tried to sneak out, but they have eyes everywhere.
We'll take care of the watchdogs. Don't worry.
Not them. That thing in the sky.
So the giant drone is going to be our semi-final boss, probably.
4. Looks like we're gonna need some air support on this one.
Whatever this new threat is, I will meet it in the sky.
So will I.
Terrigen levels rising.
Activate respirators.
Yep, this is looking rather boss-like. It's the UAV from hell. Eclipse says so we don't get to see the thing. Afraid not. That would have been too good to be true.
It's been genetically modified to seek out the presence of the inhuman gene and eliminate the host.
At least there's no friendly fire that could have gotten awkward. Also true. Oh, such a creatively named boss. Warship. Oh, the whole thing is shielded, is it? Like the whole thing? That looks like a shield generator. Hello. Oh, you're screwed now, Warship. Wait a minute, this is more or less exactly the War Mech fight, but without the horrible camera shaking. I can dig it. Think Warship's got enough turrets? See, I don't know what I was talking about earlier. They've got plenty of villains along. 'Cause I don't know about you, but Warship was always my favorite Marvel's villain. Right up there with War Mech.
Good job. Weak point detected.
By weak point detected, do we mean the eye? Oh, or the giant hatch that's dumping all the Terrigen out. Probably the giant hatch, my bad. Oh wait, no, now we're just going to take out its engines. Which is probably where I would have started, but okay. This is not a horrible fight. I can imagine if we were playing as anybody other than Iron Man or Thor, it would be a horrible fight. But fortunately, we got lucky. Okay, last 2 turbines. There we go. We're not just making progress, we're completely destroying poor Warship. 1 second, gonna take a drink. Val says it can survive on a diet of crayons and lighter fluid. Apparently. It says War Machine would make a decent villain. Yeah, no, he really would. Or the Ironmonger. Either or. I think they're... I'm thinking of the Ironmonger. But yeah, no, that'd be fine. And Eclipse says, yeah, but that require a good script that didn't take the time of a good poop on the toilet to write. That's very true. Val asks, without its rear thrusters, why isn't it dragging its tail end on the ground? Because that would make the boss fight go by a little bit quicker, and we just can't have that. And Eclipse says, no warship, you were so young. We knew you for all of like 5 minutes. I know. The Scientist Supreme dies like 2/3 of the way through the story, and we're kind of left dangling from here on out. Okay. Adieu, warship. Let's overcharge. Come on. Almost there. Alright, and warship, instead of being destroyed, just blinks out of existence once we drain its health bar. That's great.
All clear. What is this thing?
Let's get its
My question exactly, Cap.
I'll do some digging.
So you know how they said it was the last mission? They lied. There's 2 more. Val says, oh boy, not 2 shield generators. Yeah, that's a weird thing to pull out as your last line of defense at the tail end of your health bar. MC says at least in X4 you could target turrets or shields or engines or the hull in general. But see, that again takes time and effort to implement.
Can't cure the
Eclipse says the large flying aimbot takes its last breath. Did it really say that? Takes its last breath.
According to
The fluff
the
for
machine
the
originated from the San Francisco Bay.
Yeah, they're great.
No, that's not possible. I flew over that area dozens of times after A-Day.
So, to be fair, Warship
They mean to throw us
didn't
off
look as
course.
cool as Warmech, but I feel like it was a better realized version of that fight, if only because the camera wasn't fighting us every step of the way.
Then
It was
how did no
fine.
one see
It was a perfectly fine
Same
fight.
way they didn't see the warships coming. It's cloaked. A quarantine. No aircraft, no ships in or out.
Hiding in plain sight.
Exactly.
Sir, I've just intercepted a signal.
Warships. Hundreds of them deploying out of San Francisco.
No, they'll kill thousands if we don't stop them.
Then we go
MC
to the
says, yeah, I
source.
think you're right, Brady. These subtitles
Shut
are part
it
of the
down.
script. It has to be. Yeah, just translated verbatim.
Jarvis?
Or transposed verbatim.
Plot a course to San Francisco.
I still want to know who was responsible for saying a robot took its last
Okay.
breath, though.
Well,
Not a
If we're going
robot,
into
either. A ship.
go with our big-headed friends, Death Fortress.
A friggin'
robot
robotic
army, and
plane
a flotilla of
breathed
warships.
its last.
It might as well look good doing it, right? Right.
Val says the closed captioning writers were the hardest workers. Unless it was a copy-paste job, yeah. I do appreciate all of the
Wait,
personality in them.
did you
Oh,
say
wait.
anything?
I do like the new outfits. The new outfits are really nice. Pity we only get them for the post-game live service
don't-
section.
Really say that?
Just be cool, okay?
Got it.
Jarvis, you have the fortress.
Mapping radiation signatures now.
Georgie boy sure has been busy.
They're right on top of your heat signal, Cap. That must be the source of AIM's Terrigen.
And that take us down.
Kamala and I will take out the main control tower.
Thor, Tony,
Okay.
knock out as many of those generators as you can. We stop
So we're
that
going
signal.
to swap around
stop
playing
those
as different
robots.
Avengers. That's great.
clear him.
I do actually really like that. And again, looks great.
Bam! Aims down another hanger. Or 3.
Pace yourself, Doc.
Clip says, like, we have sentient robots. That was just a ship. Like, what? Yeah, I know, it's weird.
Feels like only yesterday we were all together.
And Val says, look, Tony Stank, if you want to look your best, wear the moon armor. I really like, yeah, no, his, the armor we were wearing last mission. I agree with you, Val. And Clint says, yeah, the outfits do look pretty good. They do, they do. I've got to give the game credit where it's due. Just break them down. Prime Aegis Synthroid, or Synthoid. Wait, what are we even supposed to be doing again? Kinda got caught up in the smashing.
4 generators down.
No sign of the other Inhumans.
Have some faith. They gotta be around here somewhere.
Oh wait, these guys are being boosted by Tarleton's field. Yep. Oh, and he's finally being billed as MODOK in the captions.
You're making this easy for me. Offering yourselves up for slaughter.
What the hell is this?
Let me guess. Robot glowing purple?
Open?
Yeah. He can control units from
Spin
both. Take those
keepers.
up first.
These guys look different. MC says Hulk is all about smashing, or let me smash. Eclipse says I love how Hulk's orders always equate to smash stuff, using your strengths, I guess. Yeah, there's not a whole lot more he could do. Because one of the others couldn't do better, I suppose. But I mean, you're right. There's not a whole lot of guesswork involved when Hulk is set to do something. And Val says they had that one line in Avengers, and every single Marvel-themed thing involving the Hulk references it. Very true. Speaking of Hulk, are we? Oh, we're not playing as Hulk. Thank God.
Your time's up, George. I'm coming for you.
Optimistic to the end. Who died with a smile on her face.
Avengers, on me.
Bet they wish they had a gamma monster on their team.
They do. Abomination?
But is he house trained?
Oh, that's right. Abomination's in this game. I forgot entirely.
The gunships are emitting a strange, dark mist.
What is this?
People everywhere are starting to panic. They're running and screaming. Some seem affected by the mist. It's like it's triggering something.
Eclipse asks, is Hulk house trained? I hope so. It also says hard to remember with everything going on. Yeah, and the fact that we've not seen Abomination since a boss battle maybe 30 minutes into the main game. Oh yeah, that looks properly MODOK-y. There we go.
I know. We made a mistake.
I love Cap's new armor. That looks... I'm not even a massive Captain America fan, but that looks amazing.
We can't cure this, or what we've become.
What are you saying?
Power cannot be controlled. I know that now. It has to be destroyed.
No.
Our sacrifice will be remembered, Captain.
I'm guessing you all caught that.
Let's take out that signal tower.
And his face.
I'm with her.
As am I.
Big guy.
We can't get to the last transmitter.
He
in the
says that
Quinjet.
screen
Too much
did
cover
nothing
fire.
wrong.
We got this. The door
I
ahead
mean,
leads
we've
to the
killed
transfer
so many of
I'll
its
follow Hulk's lead.
its like
Try
throughout
not to
this
fall
game.
my death.
Good plan. Give me a second. Accessing the system.
So are we really just gonna forget all about Kamala and hell, even the rest of the team, and just have Captain America through the conclusion? Oh my God, we're actually getting tutorialized in the very last mission of the campaign.
When they pulse yellow,
Yikes.
take them out.
Kill Captain Rogers. Without him, no problem.
Hey, I think I
are these spin keepers doing exactly?
Really got the whole villain monologue thing down, doesn't he?
5 years of practice.
He's starting to sound like new stuff.
Oh, we'll work on it.
Almost down, I hope. Seems like we don't really have any concrete objectives here, like, as players. It's just take out all of the aim goons, of which there are plenty.
These jetpack guys annoying anyone else?
Kind of remind me of another flying suit of armor.
Oh, how dare you!
Eclipse says this is feeling sort of like The Incredibles.
can't believe
Quote,
I'm fighting with
superpowers
the
are
Avengers.
wrong, yada yada. Yeah, I know, it's, again, something Marvel likes doing way too often.
Just give me a minute.
I guess a 5-year nap makes a man impatient.
The captain has high expectations for all of us. We shall exceed them.
See? Someone's got the right attitude.
Dallas says if everyone's super, no one will be. In a world of metahumans, anyway, that's true. MC says, well, everyone is super wrong. The most common form of superpower. Not gonna disagree. You saw those Dark Souls 2 critiques. You know. Okay, oh, we die and just have to do the whole thing over again, right? Okay. Oh, because Hulk was already down. Alright, well, we're almost done with this train wreck, so I don't mind having to redo a couple areas. Just wish I didn't have to play the conclusion of the game as Captain America, because he's not exactly my favorite character to play as. Because he's nowhere near strong enough to make relatively, like, quick work of all of these goons. He and Hulk also aren't a great combination because they kind of fulfill a lot of the same roles in the field. Okay, we can take out the Exo now.
I'm not seeing any yellow force field generators.
It will be by the door. Just give me a minute.
I guess a 5-year
There we
nap
are.
makes a man impatient.
The captain has high expectations for all of us.
That's more like it.
We shall exceed them.
See? Someone's got the right attitude.
Nice.
Knock 'em down.
The Clint says, have you only played Thor like once outside of the tutorial? Yep. Thor-torials. Oh, yeah. No, poor guy. Only... I mean, we could have played as him during that, during the incredible, warship fight, but that was about it. Unless we wanted to go into optional missions and the like. Don't you dare. Great. We get caught up in a cutscene, and so we can't do our double jump. That's perfect. No, because you do get a double jump with Captain America. It's actually a huge part of his traverse. Okay, at least it saved our progress there. That's solid. Hi, turrets.
The defense shield is down now.
MC says, you know, Captain America would be ridiculed by the DS community. Noob using a shield. Right.
I'm seeing.
Why doesn't he two-hand his fist?
I see them. We've got our job, kid. Let Cap do his.
Oh, we got special adaptoids.
Reason must guide the future.
flame aura if we can. Oh, at least the others are here again, finally.
Sure did.
I was like, bam! Your history, buddy!
Kamala.
I know, I always...
Hey, I saw, and I thought you were awesome.
Thanks!
Yeah, you were.
Jesus Christ. These things deal so much damage. Well, that's every flavor of Adaptoid we found now, I think. Ah, the assholes with the staves are back. We got the final boss of Sekiro in 2 tries. I can't believe that the final stage of Marvel's Avengers is going to give us more trouble. Oh, whoops, that's Iron Man, not one of the keepers, never mind. Wait, let's get some skill points in, because this is ridiculous. Good, we do have a few we can use. Attack that spins enemies, shield parry, dodge and follow up with an uppercut, that sounds nice. Ooh, we can, like, have the shield rebound, or ricochet. Nice. That sounds nice. Yeah, we're going to make him a proper ranged powerhouse. Val says, man, I really do love having a character whose main ranged weapon neuters his melee capabilities. Gotta love it when your ultimate is literally throwing your weapon away. It seems like upgrading these are a bit better. Or will make that a bit more viable. Eclipse says Black Widow is a Dex player, Thor a Faith player, Hulk dual wields fist weapons, and apparently doesn't level HP. Actually, all of his specials revolve around healing by taking damage. Like, instead of an alternate form, his, like, R2 special state allows him to take any damage that would normally be incurred and convert it to extra health. Tony would be a mage Havel build, I guess? Yeah, kinda, I suppose. Eclipse says good difficulty versus bad difficulty. Yeah. Oh, and the Sentinels. I think there are multiple different models, and they are of different sizes. Though really their size seems to fluctuate for plot convenience. Well, let's try this out. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Oh, no. Not one of these again.
Looks like the gloves are off now.
Oh, good. It's not one of them. It's several of
Keep
them.
him busy. I've almost got the door.
Oh, it's just a regular blitz bot. That's fine. We can make that work.
Need a hand here, Fabio? Prince Fabio to you. On my way.
How's the suit holding up?
It's your way of asking me if I put on the pound?
That's not what I meant.
Hey, not everyone's a super soldier, pal. Okay.
$10 says Tony's on a juice run.
I'll take that wager. I'll take the fifth.
So it doesn't really seem like something Captain America's well suited for. Guys, we gonna help out up here? Because these things have a lot of health, a whole lot of health, and you have me playing as one of the weakest Avengers trying to do all of this. Why do they deprive you of a choice here? It makes no sense. or if they restrict your ability to play as certain characters, shouldn't we be playing as, say, like, Kamala, since it's ostensibly her show here? Okay, here we go. There it is. Oh, look at all that damage our special finisher did. Oh god, there's several of these. Health. Oh, and the other one's totally unharmed, of course. Oh, higher power gear, yes, please. Yeah, that's gonna help us a lot, actually. A lot of those numbers are much higher. That's more like it. So the gear we picked up around this stage actually helps a lot. That is good to see. Oh, and that's why nobody came to help us with the other, because apparently they were all working on this one. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Got the doors.
Romanoff, the way you managed to infiltrate my company was impressive.
Isn't it really Monica's company? Cap, he's overriding the gates.
Dal says, oh, so he's Creed from Borderlands 2. Kinda, yeah. And Colossus in Deadpool is of a different size than an X-Men or the comics.
Conduit room. Probably for
Really?
the last transmitter. Everything's electrified.
Look
Don't
for
know that I've ever
fail-safe
played
switches.
Deadpool.
Aim's gotta have
Eclipse says, I feel like this game would benefit from being able to swap Avengers on the fly. Yeah, and Val says, have it be like the Lego games, where you could just press a button near one of your team and be able to swap souls with them. That sounds right. That sounds good, actually. And MC says, I recommended Lost Ember for multiple reasons, this
way
being
to shut
one
things
of them.
down for repairs.
Oof, well, this, like the rest of the game, certainly looks nice.
There's something
Pity
wrong.
the rest of the
We
game
should've
doesn't look
spotted Inhumans
quite
by
this
now.
distinct.
Think about how high security the prison was. Aim's not gonna give them up that easy.
But we can't free them until we know Aim's
No,
not going to gas
no,
them
no.
into oblivion.
Tony, some tact would be good.
Right, sorry. Kamala.
No, you're right. We
Okay,
have
we're
to
not
stop that
supposed to-
signal.
Already on.
Oh, can we make
Just
that?
keep me
Just-
covered.
No. Okay. Oh, I see. There's a switch hidden way over there. Okay, that's fine.
Captain, you weren't there. You didn't hear the testimonies, the pain.
Also, says I would say to swing on the wire to the right. You actually can't swing on wires or
at
cables
least
in this
we
game, which is
agree.
weird.
I've seen what happens when the people in power decide who deserves to live down. I'm not about to let history repeat itself.
Then don't force us to live through another A-Day.
I don't think you and I did, George. That's part of the problem.
Oh yeah, no, this is the final mission, by force of mind. Oh, there's our switches. There they were. 1, 2. Good.
Found my way up. Here goes nothing. I'm almost there.
So I guess we'll confront MODOK at the top of the tower. Oh god, warship, no.
You, Big Brady, over here.
Careful, Cap. I'm picking up strange electromagnetic readings in that tower.
Couldn't be this easy.
Is this the final boss? Please? Oh no.
Give him hell,
kind of super riot bot. Yeah, phase riot bot.
Gotta get these guys to phase just
There we go, that got him.
how are the rest of you doing?
I'm helping Black Widow kick butt.
Focus on those butt kids.
Oh, right.
Nice, nice, nice.
Humans.
We need to get to the central complex now.
And now back to just regular aim goons again. Jesus Christ.
I've got Jarvis working on the best way to get all those people out of here.
Thank you.
No need. Doing what I should have a long time ago.
Not bad, Tony.
But remember to tell Bruce about my brief moment of maturity?
You have ruined the moment.
Okay, it kind of freaked out, but that allows us to get some more blows in. Do like that those finishers, like, are effectively certain to give you a health drop. That's nice. That's really nice. Are we good? Are we good to move on? Oh, no. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Oh, perfect. Nice. Let's try that again. MC says strange electromagnetic readings. Sure. She accessed the local pop radio. And Val says one does not just find strange electromagnetic readings. Oh, it sounds like Doom. Finishers drop health and ammo. Yeah. It's pretty similar from what I can tell. Except, like, by all accounts, Doom is a fun game. And this is Marvel's Avengers.
The transmitter's power source is somewhere just above you.
Up it is.
Oh, are those phase drones now? Nope, just the regular old guys. Alright, do we have to... Oh wait, no, silly me. We have to use the pressure plate. We're going to have to either raise this or drop it down. There we are. Been so long since we've had to interact with something in the environment like that, it just felt strange. There we go. This is final boss territory, right? Come on. Nope.
Mind over matter.
Freaking
Looks like
kidding
the
me?
transmitter is powered by 3 cores. Take these guys out, and I'll get you a terminal to open their housing unit.
Copy that.
These guys are there.
Our cause is just. The number doesn't matter.
Funny, kind of feels like it matters.
Now we gotta beat up another one of these things that we first saw in Cap's bonus mission. Right? Oh, that stunned him. Good. Good.
Terminal. Open the cores, destroy them, and the signal should die.
Oh,
And
thank
no
you,
more
God.
humans will.
Just breaking some more power cores, right? We can do that.
We can command this with our humanity intact, Captain.
You and I have very different definitions of humanity.
Doesn't he know you can't spell inhuman without the human part?
And that of the giant brain genius got schooled by a teenager.
Almost there. Nice.
That's the last core. The transmission should be dead.
No, I'm still reading a signal. From the
Alright, so
excavation
MODOK's
site.
up
Heat
next,
signal
right?
we saw on A-Day. It caused the earthquakes. Whatever's behind those walls, MODOK doesn't want us to get it.
Mel says just beat the shit out of those big old batteries with your bare hands and a shield made of mithril. It worked, didn't it? Oh no.
Did he
Back for revenge.
Yeah, take out those guns.
Warship, no.
As am I. Good. Then meet me up ahead.
This is a very nice set piece, I will admit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice. Almost there, right? Oh god, warship, no. Thank you, Hulk. Woo. Okay, we made it. MC says at least this destruction run feels good, not like the other two. Yeah, no, it did. That one was really nice.
The beacon must have been a decoy.
And Eclipse says, Warship!
Somehow
But you
Carlton
took your
still
last
transmitted.
breath! So did I. Okay, now we can finally fight MODOK.
This just got a whole lot weirder.
What has happened to his face? You can slow me down, but I have enough mist to blanket the world.
Avengers. No more ships make it out of the quarantine zone. Tony, take out those thrusters.
Thought you'd never ask.
Oh, thank you, God, we get to play as Iron Man.
No clips, Stark. That's not like you.
Might be able to take out his thrusters.
Okay, so at least we get a proper boss battle against MODOK, and it is going to be multi-phase involving different Avengers. I really like that. If only our rockets could hit home. May have to go to the lasers. Way less damage, but like an instant hit instead of a prolonged one. You're not taking any of them out yet, but a couple of them are seriously sparking. There we go. I will say though, this version of MODOK does look a bit less like a mutant or some sort of sentient experiment and more like just an outsized toddler. Okay, let's give him the business. Almost down. There you go, Doc. MC says reminds me of Spyro 3, and Val says, man, remember when video games were fun? Barely. MC says, told you this game likes skateboards. Oh, yeah, I can see the stutter now. Jesus.
Buy me some time.
And Val says, shouldn't he get less mobile as his thrusters go down? Either less mobile or less stable, one or the other. Oh, so now we've got to destroy his power source. Oh, no.
Lots of power coming off that thing on his back.
On it.
Maybe if you take out his main thruster.
Well, I'm trying.
That might give me a window.
Oh, I thought we jumped in time, but he's got a hell of a telegraph on that. Almost there, though.
It's not about need. It's about hope.
The world is a better place after everything I've done.
Think that ship sailed, pal.
Is that him down? No, not yet. Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. MC says, make sweet love to his chest with the business of a missile. I wish we could keep playing as Iron Man. That would make this a genuinely fun fight, and not whatever this is. There we go.
Got that power source.
Brooklyn Brawler, that's what we want.
That was just a
Yeah, like 2.5 times the damage. Never going to explain what that means in this game, are we? That's fine. As I told you, it's mental organism designed only for killing. Maybe it's referenced in one of those little lore files we can pick up. Oh, it's still hanging in there, huh? There we go.
He's down. Assemble on me. Nat, move in.
Right behind you.
Oh, Black Widow, huh? Oh, guess not. Kamala? Kamala, please.
Just people. Hi. On my way.
As soon as you've got enough power,
Oh, hell.
And his shield will fall. Understood.
Right, so we've just got to build up our Bifrost special. At the least, I do appreciate that it appears they're going for what I was hoping for, which is, a segment of a multi-phase fight that is, tailored to each Avenger's playstyle and strengths. That's really nice. Alright, God Blast time. That'll get rid of a couple of Adaptoids and buy us some more, Bifrost energy. Yep, there we go. Almost got it. Well, I will say, the boss fights in the back half of the game are much better than the ones in the first half. Taskmaster was great, but, Abomination and Monica were both kind of, underwhelming. Not bad at all, like, perfectly serviceable, just not anything to write home about. As much as I joke about War Mech and Warship, mechanically they're more or less fine. Pretty good, even in the case of the latter. And I like MODOK, simplistic as it is. It feels like a nice finisher.
You don't understand. You can't help but hurt others. Only I can stop you.
Oh, this is the thing underneath the bay. The hell?
Kree sentry.
Oh.
Yeah, if I'm
Oh,
getting
that's
the feeling
cool.
That gem in his forehead isn't just to look pretty.
I think we've got bigger problems.
Yeah, on it.
Well, this has the promise of being a great conclusion to the game, must say. Leaps back into action with his war cry!
Here, get on board.
Kamala, heads up. Big guy, Kamala needs you.
Okay, so now it's just, we've gone from Thor versus everyone to Hulk versus everyone. Hold on, he's got 1,000,000 skill points. We haven't... No, he doesn't. Okay, never mind. Can we get better gear for him, though? Yeah, much better. I do appreciate that the enemies kind of scale their level to the most that any given hero can do with their equipped level at the time, so that's pretty nice. Hold on. MC says, once we're done here, we could do a comparison versus the Hand of Fate 1 and 2 final bosses. Alright, that sounds nice. And Eclipse asks, so that's a Kree, huh? Val says, apparently. It's it's a Kree robot. It's not a Kree. I've no idea why they're going in that direction. And Valsa asks Solad, should Brady play The Amazing Spider-Man on PS4? Not for some time if I do. If that's one of the movie tie-in games, oh god, no. No, definitely no. The last great Spider-Man tie-in game in my mind was Spider-Man 3. 2 is the one they always remember, but from a design perspective, the Spider-Man 3 tie-in game, at least for, like, last-gen consoles, had a lot to like. Oh, the recent one. Okay. Not Marvel's Spider-Man, right? The one that came out a couple years ago, or a year or two ago, that everybody loved. Because I have played that one before, and it's great. I really look forward to the Miles Morales, sort of expansion, standalone dealio, being brought to PS5. Okay. Now Hulk should be able to just rip this thing in half, right? Yeah, there we go. But not really, because it still only took off a little bit of its health. Took care of the Synthoids, though, so that's something. And I appreciate the link, Val. Thank you very much, man. Oh, there's an Exo that I've just totally failed to notice. Great job, Kamala.
I think we're winning. Are we winning?
Oh, I was about to say, is that it for the Hulk? But I guess not. Blitz Proto-Synthoid. Didn't we already unlock their codex file? Eh. No matter if we did. Oh, good. We're not done yet. More adaptoids. Oh, this is going to be like a who's who of my least favorite enemies. Wait, have we seen the cryo model of Adaptoid before? I don't know that we have. Oh, Kamala, help. Thank you. Gotta get some health. We gotta go to work on the Adept. We will be able to stun the damn thing before too long. Almost there, come on. Combat in this game is just so chaotic. That's got him.
We did it! Let's get these people to safety.
That's not exactly stumbling, that's going flying, but nice try, captions. So who's left? Black Widow and Kamala, right?
That's up.
Losing your leader worked to stop you once. Shall we try again?
Oh good, we're just straight up fighting MODOK now, and wow, he has no health. Oh, because we're meant to just shoot him primarily. Okay, well, can do. Oh, he's using Captain America to shield himself. That's a villain thing to do, alright. Oh, Widow's Bite. That'll put an end to this phase really quickly. Provided we can actually hit home with it. Okay, so absolutely hate these little void generators, but we're doing fine elsewise. Again, not great, but serviceable fight. Oh, and that's it. MODOK down. Just the Kree left, I guess. I was going to say I guess, but... Val asks, shouldn't Hulk be theoretically invincible? His power and size scales off anger, and the more you hurt him, the angrier he gets. I think that's the logic behind his, like, healing mechanic. So it's kind of integrated, kind of, sort of, but I guess there's enough physical pain. There's theoretically enough, like, physical damage or pain that even he couldn't come back from. And Eclipse says, Cap releases another effort. Fuck does that mean, subtitle? I think they mean like a moan or a groan or like he's straining. Like perceptibly. It's a very strange way to write a script, I agree. So do we actually get to fight the Kree thing, like as Kamala, or is that it? Oh, those textures. Those textures are not great. Wolf releases another large effort. There we go. Oh, thank God, we remembered who our hero was at the very last minute. Wait, and all we get to use her for is more Uncharted, isn't it? That's how we're gonna close this friggin' thing off. Okay, come on, Kamala. There we go. No, no, no. Tried to press the button. Whoops. I saw the bit we were supposed to swing from at the last moment because of the camera angle. But that's alright. We're at the end. We're at the end of this very bland game.
Hold on. I'm coming to you.
Let's try that again. Oh wait, no, this is the bit we're supposed to jump up. This is the bit we're supposed to smash. Like so. This is the bit we're supposed to run straight on through. Swing. Smash.
Don't you understand? I was supposed to control Terrigen, replace the superpower. Instead, I created something inhuman.
No! This isn't how you make things right! We deserve a chance!
I know you think you can use this power for good, but you're no hero. You're just a mistake.
The only one left to convince is yourself. Embiggen!
Alright, and are we going to defeat the Kree through QTE? Oh dear God, we are, aren't we? Or not even, just through... Yes, we are.
I am the good guy.
Good isn't a thing you are.
I knew this was gonna come back somehow. It's a good tagline. Admittedly, it's a great tagline.
Inhumans are born destructive, violent.
Wrong! I'm not sick. I never was!
Yeah, this is good. This is a good finisher, I gotta say.
What's happening? Oh no. No, not again.
MC says Hulk can be damaged, yeah, but very little in this game should be giving him much pause. I agree. Like the crazy energy weapons AIM has, maybe. If else it's not the Golden Gate Bridge, yeah, no, that bridge gets destroyed. Anytime some notable New York landmark doesn't get destroyed in a Marvel property, the Golden Gate Bridge usually does.
You got hard, kid.
MC says, and she drowned.
Yeah, we need to work on that passing out thing, but...
She sure did in the third act. She gets drowned out entirely by...
Good. That was pretty badass.
Uncle America, I guess.
Thanks.
Hey, can you guys give us a moment?
What?
All this time I thought I was mentoring you. I'd given up. And I guess what I'm trying to say is thank you.
Can I ask you a favor?
That's Quinjet, definitely not Warship. They look identical, but it's the Quinjet, don't you worry.
Hi.
You know you're grounded till you're 30, yes?
Yes.
Good. From now on, nothing but school. And your special field trips.
Really? Oh, Abu.
I'm so proud of you, Beta. But let's not tell Ami, okay?
Okay.
Come.
Do we have snacks?
Abu's still great.
Of course.
I'm hungry.
At least we remembered we had a likable couple of characters at the tail end of the game. Alright. Woo! Cripes. Eclipse says, nope, even though Warship was lying about his last breath, can't trust Warship. Oh, you know they're gonna reuse that fight left, right, and center in, like, the post-game content. MC says, wait. What's up, MC? Well, that sure was a game that existed, released in 2020. And I'm quite confident that barring a substantial rewrite, or rework, it will join the pantheon of floundering Destiny clones in the live service dump by the end of the year, probably. Oh yeah, we got a great voice cast. I will say that. Yeah, voice cast was fantastic. Again, mediocre. I agree with what a lot of reviews have said. If you wanted to just get...
Scientist Supreme, I will weed out the
Oh.
weak elements from within. No more surprises. No more distractions from our goals. Only carefully crafted innovation.
Monica's back
No
somehow?
mistake. AIM is still the future. From cloning to time travel, the possibilities are endless.
But how? Like, in the script, it said she died.
Now, let's begin.
Okay, so Ronan the Accuser's probably going to show up at some point. If I know my my MCU. MC says live service revived her. Well, yeah, man, because if it didn't, they'd have to, like, actually plan new villains and design new enemies, and... Okay, that was, as I said, a game that existed. I agree with a lot of the reviews. If you pick it up for, like, half price on sale down the road, it seems like it would legitimately be a great bit of mindless fun to play through with a couple of friends. Seriously, the combat's suitably functional and punchy and flashy, and to make that work. But for me to come back to this at any point, it's going to have to expand significantly in patches and post-launch content. I'm talking more villains, more enemy types, and different just enemy models. Maybe heroes that feel sufficiently diverse in contrast to our main cast, which honestly feels rather homogeneous, with the exception of Iron Man, in that they're kind of variations on the same base model. I did not like this game. I did not like this game at all. Well, no, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so absolute. There's a lot of individual aspects of the game and its execution that I do like or find admirable, but I can't take any joy, seriously, in the finished package, because it feels not only so rushed, but so Look at that, the games as a service team. The live service team. They're two different things, you see. Because video games are awful now. Val says if Thanos was a caramel cream dessert, he'd be Flanos. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Eclipse says, but he'd only be half a caramel cream dessert. Calories must be in perfect balance. Val says made with half and half milk. This is a great idea. I might actually workshop a recipe like this at some point. Like a low-calorie flan. Maybe decorate it with different multicolored, like, jelly beans or something like that and call it Flanos, or the Infinity Flan or something like that. Val says, look, if you want any and all of that, just play Lego Marvel Superheroes 1 or 2. I think because it was on sale literally for like $1 on the PlayStation Store some time ago, $1 or $3 or something. I did buy the first Marvel Superheroes Lego game after not playing a Lego game since maybe I was 10 years old. I was also curious to see how the franchise had evolved, and it was yeah, more or less the same thing, just good, mindless fun. MC says if Thanos was music, he'd be pianos. Yeah, I can see that. Val says jello shots around it? Get crunk and eat flan. If you want to be, like, you know, cultured and pretentious, but not too much. I'm just so glad we can move on to Crash, guys. I cannot wait. I'm gonna try to get up early tomorrow, that way we can do a couple hours of Crash that segue perfectly into Seth's Dark Souls remastered stream. That way I can dedicate all of, like, tomorrow evening and night to work. I don't know. Guys, we have any final thoughts on the game? MC says, I'm glad I got to see the final boss. Yeah, no. MODOK was the best fight in the game, not like he had just a ton of competition. And I don't know, I wish the other fights were kind of that complex or involved switching between different playable characters. Val says if he got permanently barred from a facility, he'd be Banos. Eclipse, if he was a connection, he'd be Lanos. Eclipse says, it looked like a lot of spectacle, the substance was stretched way too thin. Yeah, exactly. And MC says, it is surprising how the gameplay is good, but hindered by poor execution. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of good ideas here. A lot of good ideas. And they even execute on some of them, but I feel like they were impeded by a handful of key factors. First, the fact that it was, that it was a live service and had to be built around such an exploitative business model based around grind and engagement, rather than the delivery of a quality product in its initial form and enjoyment, invariably caused the game to suffer in its final form. The game was rushed, I'm fairly certain, quite severely, and that is palpable. And also, it seems like they didn't take enough time to refine really the principal gameplay loop. They've got all these Avengers, and they have concepts of them having different playstyles derived from a base template. That's fine. Some of them, like Iron Man, Black Widow, Kamala, feel just a bit more realized than the others. There's nowhere near enough enemies, bosses, or, like, different enemy factions for my taste. Val says, well, if he were a balanced operating system, he'd be Thanos. The Thanos puns in our chat are incredible tonight. If there's one thing I'm really proud of that this game gave us, it were these. And, of course, oh my god, hi. Which is still the best part of the game, and also the worst part of the game. MC says, but yeah, that final boss is like Spyro's final boss. Spyro 3's final boss, specific. Oh, no, not that one. Spyro 1's final boss. Oh god. Serviceable, but not amazing. No, yeah, it was fine. I'd actually compare it with the different phases and mechanics most to Spyro 2's final fight, which was actually pretty good. Quality assurance? That existed? You know, Val says Ripto's what comes to mind, honestly. It felt like Year of the Dragonflies version. I would not know. It actually reminded me a lot of the, Spyro 2 version of Ripto. Oh yeah, no, Val, I just checked, Discord too, and the one you're looking at or thinking of, the Spider-Man game, is one I have played and absolutely adore. MC says Hand of Fate 1 and 2, even with a simpler premise, delivered a more satisfying final boss. I'll give you Hand of Fate 1, not Hand of Fate 2. Hand of Fate 2 was ended on a great spectacle, but the substance was severely lacking. Hand of Fate 1, yes, easily. And Clip says, I could never finish Year of the Dragonfly. And MC says, because you at least feel rewarded for beating them. Oh yeah, and that's true, Val. You can finish Year of the Dragonfly in 3 minutes. Oh, 1 second. Hold on. I'll be right back. Gotta take care of blood sugar stuff, because of course. let's see. MC says Hand of Fate 2 is closer to this game's final boss, that's true, but the nuance would be that the final boss serves the story, but doesn't deliver it. Oh, and Eclipse says, oh wait, I was thinking of Enter the Dragonfly. Yeah, I haven't gotten around to playing Year of the Dragonfly yet. Had it as a kid. Oh, Year of the Dragon, you mean. Had as a kid, but then my disc was borrowed and lost by my cousin. Oh, that sucks. Bought it again ages later on a PS3 store bundle, but just had so much other stuff to do. I'm slowly waddling my way through Reignited. Reignited's really good, yeah. And Val says, Enter the Dragonfly, that's the one. It was garbage, honestly. I played it on GameCube, and it was my introduction to Spyro. Ooh, same here. I made it about two stages in as a kid, and I was like, yeah, this isn't doing it. Ellipse says, yeah, Enter was just utter ass. It was. It really was. Val says, very poorly executed because the studio had its hands too heavy on it. Yeah, it wasn't just a case of, like, the dev team and the publisher butting heads, which is what you typically see with flawed, like, conceptualization of a game, especially back during that era. It was actually a case of several, different developers, like the dev team switched leads 3 or 4 times over, and same deal with the go-between for the producers and, like, financiers. So there were about 6 or 7 totally different people leading this project at different times, once in a blue moon simultaneously, and they all had different visions for what it should be. In the end, they ran out of time, they ran out of money, and so the dev team leads just finally had to scrape together what they could to produce a serviceable game. And given how little they actually had completed at the time they had to start wrapping, believe it or not, what we got was still kind of admirable. MC says if you want a really nice game from that era, Echo Defender of the Future is one I want to check out, since I saw it being played. I've heard good things about Echo. Yeah. Val says 2 stages is all that were finished. Yeah. And Eclipse says the games that I really love to play were the Legend of Spyro series, which isn't a popular opinion, I know, but I had a lot of fun. Those games also had, like, no budget or time, which sucks. Yeah, it does, but, glad to see that those games are getting some love. Not my kind of game, but I can definitely appreciate the quality they're in. Well, with that, ladies and gents, I'm afraid we're going to go ahead and hang it up for tonight, as this credit scroll just seems to go on for a while. We'll be back tomorrow with some more good stuff here on the channel, starting with Crash 4, hopefully at 9 or 10 a.m., which would be, of course, 7 hours later to our friends in CET. So until then, thank you all so much for joining me this evening. Big hand to my folks in chat for holding it down. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. Bye-bye.